got it. Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece. Get the mouthpiece in. Okay, Bobby, Humberto, I gave you specific detailed instructions in the locker room. I'm only going to tell you two things. Protect yourselves at all times, and most importantly, obey my commands at all times. Trunks here good, trunks here good. Touch gloves, bang at the bell. Do it up. Ready, everybody out, everybody out.
Soto needs an outstanding performance here to generate more talk about him fighting one of the elite fighters.
Well, when we met him 2 summers ago, though well along in his professional career, he was still bone poor. And a part of his goal from his boxing career at that time was to try to buy a taxi cab with which to earn money in his hometown of Los Mochis. Right now, he's got a fleet of 3 taxi cabs. He's looking to buy a bus off whatever happens tonight. Bobby Pacquiao, like his brother Manny, in a southpaw stance. Like his brother Manny, he'll stand up and square his shoulders and go to war with you once the leather really begins to fly. So Manny, this is not really one of those situations where you don't expect to ever be able to land your jab, or you have to change your technique dramatically and lead with the right hand most of the time in order to get something done. Against a Bobby Pacquiao-style southpaw, you can fight pretty much the way you're accustomed to fighting.
Humberto is placing his punches very well with. He's readjusted and calculating, I think, the rhythm of Bobby Pacquiao right now. He's trying to find a way, particularly the short right hand from the center.
And like so many good fighters today who do damage in the ring, Humberto Soto has a terrific left hook to the body.
He's a very, very, very balanced out fighter, but fights with a lot of intensity.
And you saw him point to his cup there to let referee Joe Rosado know, Gary Rosado, I should say, let referee Gary Rosado know that he feels like he had been hit low by Bobby Pacquiao. Right hand lands for Soto, and another one behind it. Pacquiao missing twice wildly with the right hook. Pointed this out so many times. Soto with the shorter, straighter punches.
Very active puncher.
This is Pacquiao's second time fighting in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, he's fighting a very good fight, so I'm watching himself. You know, he's talking about Soto, but I'm watching Pacquiao, too. Very smart, placing punches good, and very good defense, too.
Saw Soto shifting his feet there to try to get in position to throw the left hook. He lands the left hook behind Pacquiao's ear. That's going to be ruled a knockdown. And Soto has a knockdown with which to punctuate round 1. Bobby Pacquiao with a little grin on his face as if to say, wait a minute, I was just off balance and used the ropes to prop myself up, and you called that a knockdown.
The punch looked to me as though it landed on the neck, on the back side of the neck. But if Pacquiao put himself in that position, he wouldn't have fallen if he didn't get hit.
Elbow, Bobby. You gotta use that jab a little bit more for me, okay? Double that jab up and put that right hand and come back to the left hook, yeah? That one. You're doing good, you're doing well. Come on, think about it. Be intelligent.
Right here, you can see there's more of a push and a shove than a punch. And the referee was not, well, I wouldn't say, he just didn't see it that way. And sometimes the referee's on a bad angle, and even though he's the closest guy in the ring to the fighters, he still misses things.
Well, questionable, but nevertheless, officially it goes into the books as a knockdown, and that knockdown surely secures round 1 for Humberto Soto. Mentioned that Bobby Pacquiao has fought once before in Madison Square Garden. He got a 4-round knockout over the rapidly fading, flushing Flash, Kevin Kelly. Interestingly, Soto's last loss of his career was against Kevin Kelly in Kelly's 60th professional fight, and from that moment forward, he said to the people around him, it's not going to happen again. I'll dedicate myself in the right way. I understand what to do now, and since that time, he hasn't lost.
And like so many of the Mexican fighters who start boxing so early, mainly for financial reasons, and they get beat early in their careers, once they settle in and get someone to help them that can live and train properly, they totally change and start winning fights.
Good left hook to the body by Soto. Two fighters who commit to every punch. But so far, it would appear that Soto is just a little bit faster and more explosive. And he bangs Pacquiao into the ropes again and lands a good left uppercut. Pacquiao takes it well, coming back. Soto firing away at close range.
Soto is a much
Good
sharper
right hand by Soto, backs Pacquiao out again, and Bobby Pacquiao comes right back for more. What a wildly competitive fighter Bobby Pacquiao is. A lot of guys would back out and try to get their bearings a little bit.
Yeah, but his punches don't have the crispness out of the snap. And when he fights in that close time, his straight punches with Soto, he'll get knocked out. Soto is too accurate with his punches.
And Soto is picking Pacquiao apart. Body, body, then head. Uppercut, left hook to the body. Straight right hand, mixing up all his punches very well.
Yes, it's in Pacquiao's DNA to fight back, but without the firepower, how much can that help him?
There's the straight right hand again, landing twice for Soto. Left hook upstairs, and another one. Soto just picking his shots at close range.
Soto's punches are short and accurate, and Pacquiao's punches are loose. They're too gangly. Too much of a loop in his punches.
This has been a big second round from Humberto Soto, who got an iffy knockdown at the end of the first round, but there's been nothing iffy about the impact he's made with power shots in round two. There's the globally popular Manny Pacquiao, the ever-present smile on his face. And why shouldn't he smile? The adulation he now receives on both sides of the Pacific Ocean, the adulation he gets from Asian sports fans, particularly Filipino boxing fans, and Latino boxing fans who appreciate what he's been able to do against Spanish-speaking fighters.
And the fight world was not exactly disappointed that he recently lost a bid to become the mayor of his hometown.
I doubt the political world should be all that disappointed by that either.
Here you can see right here what we were speaking of, the short, accurate, precision punching of Soto as compared to the wide looping punching of Pacquiao.
Box numbers in round two. What a clinic by Humberto Soto, landing 41 of 59 power shots. That's a 69% connect percentage. Pacquiao landed 14 out of 35 himself. Not all that bad, but no way he survives for long against Soto if he's going to get hit that often, that cleanly, and that solidly.
Go. Don't push my hand.
Pacquiao trying to establish a jab. Humberto Soto blocking those shots with his gloves. They're wearing incidentally, the puncher's gloves, Reyes, which is perfect for the fight. Pacquiao has learned his lesson about getting backed into a corner by Soto.
And Pacquiao's had very good defensive skills himself when he stays out in boxes. As long as he doesn't try to get in there and stand toe-to-toe, throwing wide punches and get caught with those short punches from Soto.
Looks like Pacquiao has made an intelligent decision to try to avoid trading with Soto for now.
Yes. He's boxing good outside, but it's still hard for him to throw punches because he has to have a little loop room as compared to Soto.
But at least
he's staying out of dangerous weight when he's outside boxing.
He's not getting hammered the way he was in round 2.
And Soto has a problem of hitting Pacquiao when he stays at a distance.
As you can see there, Soto overthrowing twice with the right hand. But now they get close to each other again, and Soto gets a chance to hammer the body and hit Pacquiao with the right upside the head. Soto pretty good at blocking Pacquiao's long left hand with his gloves.
Yeah, he has a good sense of the feel of punches when he's fighting at a distance.
Pacquiao lands a jab.
So far, this is a good round for Pacquiao, as long as he boxes. Just the opposite of his brother.
Right. You cannot trade with Manny Pacquiao.
No, Manny has so much fire.
Ask Eric Morales.
When he punches.
Ask Marco Antonio Barrera. Ask some of the guys who have tried it. Now there's a trading festival again. Once again, Soto begins to land those short, crisp, hard shots. 2 or 3 big right hands down the stretch of the round by Humberto Soto. And another one there. Big uppercut. Another big uppercut. Staggers Pacquiao.
Pacquiao cannot fight in close like that.
Pacquiao was winning the round. Decided in the last 30 seconds to trade and lost the round.
Was almost knocked out.
I asked,
here you see the short, accurate pin punch uppercut coming right between the gloves. Pacquiao only gets hit when he gets in close and gets in these exchanges where Humberto is very effective at pinpoint punching inside.
I asked Freddie Roach, who was named the Trainer of the Year by the boxing writers last night, whether he gave Pacquiao a chance to beat Soto. His reply was, all I can say for sure is that he is in top shape, and he looks like he's in top shape, taking the punishment he has so far.
Too much punishment. Harold, is Soto up by 4 points on your card?
Absolutely, Jim. 3-0, 30-26, Humberto Soto. You got to give him an extra point for knocking a guy off his feet in round 1 because the referee said he did. And rounds 2 or 3, easy rounds for Humberto Soto, and he's got that absolutely vicious right hand. He fights a southpaw beautifully, you know, throws that left jab, and then he comes across with that straight right hand, doing a real good job. Bobby Pacquiao takes a heck of a punch, but it's 3-0, Soto.
I think I've just seen some blood, maybe coming from the right eye of Pacquiao.
Yes, and he paused at the right eye with his glove, suggesting that that's probably the location. Indeed it is. Outside the right eye, Pacquiao starting to blink as the blood begins to flow. And Soto lands a body shot and begins to try to set it up. 2 more body shots. Humberto Soto absolutely cognizant of what he wants to do in there. Trades obliviously. Doesn't care whether he's going to get hit with Pacquiao shots on the inside, because his are bigger and harder.
That cut is a bad cut, too. It's coming directly into his eye, and it's really affecting his vision. It's not on the corner where sometimes it'll run down on the outside of the eye. It's right where it's gripping, right directly in the eye, because it's right above the eye.
Good? Yeah. Okay, ready?
On or under the brow. Worst place to be. Dr. Osric King going in to take a look. And he lets Pacquiao go back.
With Pacquiao, I just have to let it all go.
Huge right hand by Pacquiao. Staggers Soto. And another big right hand by Pacquiao. And Soto's going to fight back rather than to try to cover up. Both fighters have been hurt in this round.
Step back.
Well, we saw the answer to the question before I could get it out of my mouth, virtually, that Pacquiao feels desperately that with his eye bleeding, he has to try to make something happen here quickly.
Soto thinks he's already fully recovered, but he eats another right hand from Pacquiao and keeps coming himself. They're doing their best to make up for the 10 rounds of Anthony Thompson and Yuri Foreman.
Yeah, and Soto has hurt himself seriously.
Oh, he's badly hurt. But he doesn't think he's badly hurt. He thinks he can keep trading. He thinks it's an opportunity rather than a threat.
Off his head. Stop. Off his head. Put your head up.
I mean, Soto's been wobbled twice in this round. This is somewhat like Miguel Cotto against Ricardo Torres 2 years ago in Atlantic City.
When you throw in the power punch across the cut, this fight is not going to go to limit.
Got 10. Let's put a bell.
Well, Cotto wanted a sensational fight, and he is getting one and giving one.
You mean Pacquiao?
No, I meant Soto.
Soto.
Okay.
Deep breath. Double jab, right hand, left hook.
Okay. Dalawa, ikot. Huwag ang kaliwa. Kanan, balik. Aktikat, hook.
Have your combinations, grab and win.
Dalawa. Ginawa mo, nagrugi ha? Ginawa.
Right here, you see Soto land a shot, good shot, and then he gets caught right back behind it, and that's why he didn't even see the punch. That's why it hurt him so much.
Power shots in round 4. Spectacular. Humberto Soto, 33 out of 59 power shots. And Bobby Pacquiao, 28 out of 61 power shots. Together they landed 66 punches in the round and did serious damage to each other. You saw the vicious cut, which bisects the right eyebrow of Bobby Pacquiao. And you saw Humberto Soto getting caught admiring his work as he landed a left hook to the jaw of Bobby Pacquiao and took a right hand without ever seeing it coming.
That eye is bleeding again, bleeding badly early in the round. Can he get through the round?
And that's so unfortunate because Pacquiao is coming on very good right now and is hurting Soto on a regular basis now.
Well, I think the cut helped to create that because Soto saw the cut and decided to go for the finish, and he let his hands go in a reckless way, and it created the opportunity for Pacquiao to come back.
Never expected to get hit back at the time when he was going for the kill himself.
Pacquiao understood the urgency and realized he had to let it go all at once because he might not be in the fight for very long. And all of a sudden you had the classic Pier 6 brawl.
And even though Pacquiao has been hit with some tremendous shots, I think Soto was more seriously hurt than Pacquiao was when he was hurt.
No, but right now, as both fighters regain their bearings, the difference is that huge cut and the blood, which is now swishing around the ring off the face of Bobby Pacquiao. We are all likely to wind up with blood spots on our shirts with that on camera coming up later on tonight. If there's one difference at this moment, Manny, it seems to me that Soto is still remembering the mix in the body shots, and Bobby Pacquiao is headhunting all the way.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering who is working as a cut man on Pacquiao.
Well, Freddie Roach is in the corner, and normally he runs an outstanding corner. And the cut man is Miguel Diaz, who's about as good as it gets.
Well, that's as good as you can get right there. But that's a nasty cut right there.
There's probably not much even Miguel Diaz can do about that cut.
Watch the head. Don't push it out, Bobby.
Good left hook by Soto to the body. Both fighters look a little arm-weary here in round 5. Neither fighter quite as sharp with his punches as they were in the 4th. As entertaining, this crowd will be rocking in Madison Square Garden.
I think it will be.
We're expecting 20,000 people or more to be in the arena by the time Miguel Cotto and Zab Judah get ready to go.
Probably Pacquiao, regarded as a journeyman fighter, but seems to be inspired.
Good job, Ryan. Keep it.
You're going to watch Miguel Diaz go to work here.
He's going to keep working that body and back to the head. Good boy. Well, give him the bucket. Bucket.
If you give him a chance, he's going to come and press you. You understand? Come on, maintain that rhythm. And when you attack, you hit him hard up top. And then finish with the uppercut, Bring in that uppercut.
Here we see, even though Pacquiao is losing the fight, brother, but he still is landing a lot of clean shots on Humberto, mainly because Humberto Soto is not expecting to get hit so much now. And he's gotten caught about 3 times with right hooks from Pacquiao, and each time he's been hurt.
And I think Soto's trainer, Humberto Valenzuela, is quite correct in saying you've been forgetting to throw the uppercut, and the uppercut is what really set all this up. He landed 2 or 3 huge uppercut shots in the first couple of rounds. That seemed to have Pacquiao hurting prior to the cut. Since the cut, he's been winging shots from the outside and not throwing the straight, tight punches that got him here.
The punch that has been more effective for Soto has been his left uppercut, right up between the gloves. And for whatever reason, Bobby doesn't see that punch, but he's gotten away from that. Soto's not doing it. You're doing that anymore.
And that's what Humberto Valenzuela was asking for between rounds. Come back to the uppercut. Soto looks much more collected and measured now. Not as wild and reckless. Seems to have gotten it into his head that the fight isn't going to end in the next 20 seconds. He's still got some work to do. There's the left uppercut.
The left uppercut is a punch that southpaws don't see. In fact, when I was training Oscar De La Hoya for his fight with Camacho, that was the most effective punch that he worked on. He was hitting Camacho with left uppercuts because Camacho was waiting to counter from right hands, but instead the left uppercut he never would see.
Well, people talk about leaning into an uppercut, and that's a punch that the southpaw will lean into, the left uppercut. You get to bring it right up while his head is coming forward.
And he's always watching the right hand of the right-handed puncher, and he never watches the left hand if it comes from underneath.
Now Bobby Pacquiao's missing again, and Soto is much crisper as he's gone back to boxing and is finding his opportunities much more clearly and coherently than was the case in rounds 4 and 5.
He saw that he had a chance to end the fight, went for it, got a little bit wild, understandably, and now he's gone back to being the strong boxer puncher that he is. And Pacquiao's face is just a mask of red.
Yeah, even a great cut man can do little with this because of the location of the cut.
The location is very bad.
And the fact that Soto gets to open it every time he lands a straight left hand.
Punch out. Get the hands going. Punch out. Let's go. Punch out. Up his hand. Up his hand. Up his hand. Wait. Watch his hand. Step back.
Two straight right hands by Soto, hammering Bobby Pacquiao inside. Pacquiao lands another right.
10 seconds. He got 10.
Swinging and winging, trying to catch Soto
Off his hand.
off his guard as Soto continues to look for the finish.
Step back.
And now let's go to referee's instructions. Arthur Mercanti Jr. with the main event participants.
3-knock rule is waived. Okay, now when you hear a thump like this, that's for me. You wait till you hear the bell to stop, okay? God bless. Let's have a nice fight. Hitting in the
Miguel interpreting English for his trainer, Evangelista Cotto. Miguel's English, non-existent a few years ago, has been rapidly coming on recently.
Come back with the shots. Time and time again. Come on the inside. Use that jab also.
CompuBox numbers in round 6. Humberto Soto 31 out of 67. Bobby Pacquiao 17 out of 65. That was a round in which Soto reassumed functional control of the fight. Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim. 5 rounds to 1, 59-54, Humberto Soto. Jim, Bobby Pacquiao bleeding badly from a cut over his right eye. Therefore, anything that Humberto Soto throws with his left hand, Bobby Pacquiao usually doesn't see because the blood is going into his right eye. If Soto throws left hooks, left jabs, just like that, he lands him because Pacquiao, has that blood coming into the eye. 5-1, Humberto Soto.
I have blood on my bout sheet, but it hasn't yet reached my shirt.
Well, then I'm ahead of you. My shirt is all Bobby Pacquiao up. And look at the guts of Pacquiao as he continues to fight back willfully.
Yeah, he's trying to win these fights still. And he's doing very well. In particular, when he jabs with his right jab and his right hook seem to be both very effective.
I guess when you've lived in a cardboard box as a child, when you've sold cigarettes on the street so that you can eat, it's maybe not as daunting to get through a cut in a fight as for some more comforted specimens.
And when you have a brother making the kind of money that his brother's making and seeing his brother receive the Fight of the Year award last night, all of that is very encouraging.
Well, certainly Manny's making a lot of money. How much is he keeping is an interesting question at this point. Hard right hand by Soto, and Pacquiao's badly hurt. And this may be the end.
4, 5, 6.
That was a devastating shot.
A body blow has ended the fight.
Yeah, the right hand.
Done. That's the way to finish a fight.
A brave, brave performance by Pacquiao, just outclassed by a world-class fighter.
A devastating finish by Soto, and exactly the kind of statement he was looking to make in the 130-pound weight class.
Very impressive.
Pacquiao has finally gotten up onto a stool, but there's every suggestion that standing would still be a challenge at this point. Soto closed the show, landing 11 of 20 power shots in that round. And Manny Pacquiao, as you can see, momentarily in grief at his brother's loss. But that's nothing new. That's the 13th time that Bobby Pacquiao has lost a prize fight. Take a look at the replay, Emmanuel, and talk about the finish.
Right here, you're saying was a simple sneak right hand lead through the center. Just simple right, didn't even throw a left. And once he got him hurt, he lined him up and dug a hard left hook to the ribs. But he was all ready. Now the left hook to the ribs right here. And it hurts because he didn't even see it. He was just looking for another punch to the head.
That first left hook to the rib cage, a perfect shot. You may remember Oscar De La Hoya floundering around like a fish on the canvas after Bernard Hopkins hit him right in the liver with a left hook.
And Zab Judah better be careful tonight because he's got a guy that likes to do that
Miguel
same
Cotto's
thing.
money punch. And there it is again, the finishing blow with the left hook to the body by Humberto Soto. Set up by a classic straight right-hand shot. And let's go to Michael Buffer to tell us the time at which it took place.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Gary Rosato reaches the count of 10. The official time, 1 minute, 48 seconds, round number 7. The winner by knockout victory, Humberto Zorrito Soto.
The public has to get behind Soto if he's going to get big fights. He's too dangerous and not well known enough to be an obvious choice for the bigger names in the 130-pound weight class. But will Manny Pacquiao want to fight him now to avenge his brother's loss? Final copy box numbers in the fight. Soto landing 177 out of 384, throwing 50 less than Bobby, landing 69 more, much higher connect percentage. Bobby Pacquiao had his moments, landing some dangerous right hands, but Humberto Soto walked through them at the end and knocked his man out. Power shots in the fight, big difference here. Soto landing 77 more, throwing 93 more, and when you land 53% of your power shots, you are setting up the chance to finish the fight. That's what he did.
Emmanuel, how does Soto do against Manny Pacquiao?
I think he'll do good with any of the guys up there. Featherweight or junior lightweight.